Welcome back to your MLG Orlando preview. This is part 2 of the pool play preview. I'm sorry. This is part 2 of the pool play preview for MLG Orlando, the tournament before, the tournament. So, let's look at what's going on in Group C first. Let's get right to it. And Group C is the group of death, basically. No overracket team's gonna get out of this unscathed, because this group of death is crazy. Rise Nation and FaZe Clan in the same group. Now, they had some interesting matches over Anaheim last year. FaZe Clan pulled up a solid losing bracket right before losing to Rise. Rise then went on to lose to second place Elevate, and what was one of the bigger upsets of that weekend. So Rise has been interesting entity to me. They are coined the team that should be able to dethrone Optic. Slack, Looney, Octane Classic. Octane is known as one of the best AR slayers throughout all Call of Duty, rivaling only Formal, actually, and he really hasn't consistently shown us what he can do since, Tostinos, and that was late last year. So Looney's a good leader. He's shown it in his Team Caliber days. Slack and Classic. Slack is a OBJ guy. He will get down and dirty into the game, getting down and dirty stuff like uplink, CTF. Classic is your solid slayer. He's a solid support slayer that can help out Octane, who's the main AR in his team, without doubt. Very versatile with ARs, like to use M8 the most, but he's versatile. He can use different ARs. They should be able to win this group, though. They are the strongest team in this group, I believe. I believe they will do well in this group, take out whoever's in front of them. Now, FaZe Clan. If you want an interesting entity like FaZe Clan, like Rise Nation, oh, FaZe, what are you doing? Give that team a manual. This team is made up of 2 world champions. Zoom, an up-and-coming player. Attach at 18 is a world champion. Clayster is one of the most established Call of Duty players of all time. I mean, his work is Optic, his work is Complexity his work is just Complexity because they replaced it with Karma after a while. And then Denial, what he did in Denial, winning COD championships with a team of Replays, JCap, and Attach. And with him and Attach joining FaZe, this should be one of the top. This should be truly the third best team that's keeping up with the Rises, that's keeping up with the Optics. And they are still the third best team, but the problem is, it's Rise, Optic battling each other, and then you just space out a little bit, and there's FaZe. And then you have teams like LG closing in on them. And then you had what happened with that debacle over Season 2 weekend for both LG and OG getting ousted in the first round by DT and LG, respectively. And the bigger upset the weekend to me was Dream Team taking out FaZe, but FaZe has been struggling in Black Ops 3 on land this year. It's one of the most baffling things that's right now going for Call of Duty. That FaZe Clan cannot seem to get it together and consistently win win one tournament. They won none tournaments. They haven't really looked like a threat in any of the tournaments, because even in Anaheim, they went to the losers bracket. They ended up third in their pool play in Anaheim, went to the losers bracket, had a solid loser bracket run, no doubt. The 3-1 comeback, the reverse sweep they pulled on Splice, was one of the better moments of the year. That was a great game to watch. Clayster on fire, the energy, how pumped up the place was. It was pumping me up even a little bit as a guy who's right now dissing FaZe. They have great players. they have a guy like Clayster on land could get the job done and fire up a team, but it's simply not enough to get them to a final, for Pete's sake. What? So let me just make this clear. This is their failure of not making out of the group, not making out of the first round of Season 2, to now be in pool play with Rise. That being said, though, they're also in pool play with the new complexity, which is now consisted of the old Pat Price and Aches, Ricky, Lacefield, and Accuracy. Now, I like Aches. Aches is also another statesman of Call of Duty, been around for a long time on many different teams, even before the complexity EG Dynasty. He knows what he's talking about when he talks Call of Duty. He really does. He really is one of those guys. But he like Parasite, can rub people so much the wrong way, but he's a more likable guy still. And funny dude. You go to one of his streams late at night when he's chilling, making wagers with people like Nagafan, people like Melanie. It's a very interesting ordeal, and I think it's just his knowledge and his facts that he get along. I guess he not get along with people, but they know he can get the job done. They know his strategy is still top notch. They know how good he is. So they hired him. Lacefield is the better hire. Lacefield was the best player on H2K. Hardest worker on H2K, no doubt. It's the reason he left H2K, because they knew they were not working hard. They were not putting in the work. They said it themselves, for goodness sakes. What? Stop. This is the odd state of Call of Duty right now. A lack of professionalism from the mid-tier teams. You hear stuff like Proofy saying, only way to get motivated to play is playing Money 8s. Well, most of the time you see them on their streams, they're playing Money 8s. Now it is said that most teams don't scrim while they're streaming, which is very understandable as you see Optic screaming and you see the AIDS, how AG it can get, and they're forced to go into sub mode because of it, and even then some of the sub mode can be AZ, and so I understand teams that do not scrim while streaming. They don't need that ache, they don't need that headache, they need to focus on strategy, they need to focus on facing the other team in the scrim, getting better, things like that. I understand that fully. So Accuracy is a bit of unknown for me. He usually rolled around in the amateur circuits during my new time being here in Call of Duty. From the little I know about Accuracy, he has a good ability to keep working, keep being a good worker in the industry. Is what got him this chance to finally be in a team like Complexity that played in CWL, that has the top experience for the most part. But Accuracy, I honestly don't know much about. And I'm interested to see, what goes down with this team this weekend. Who takes the reins of the roles? I mean, Ricky to me is the second best player on the team, and can really run respawns pretty well, and they need that. They really do. So you got Ake's leadership and his strategy and his knowledge. You got Ricky's ability and respawns like hard points. You have Layfield's overall talent, and Accuracy is the wild card. That's basically what Complexity is, and I still don't see them beating Rise or FaZe, but you don't know in these things because Elevate wasn't supposed to make a final. This is the same Elevate team that didn't even make Season 2 finals. And sheesh, this Call of Duty thing, man. So, okay, here's why I see Group C going. Rise first, FaZe second, Complexity third, and the Orb ranked team fourth. That's basically how I see it. Yeah. That's how I basically see it. It just seems cookie cutter, but this is still the group of death. Well, some say the group of death. The other group of death that could possibly be up there is Group D, which we're going to talk about right now. In Luminosity, that is made up of Spacely, Nameless, Saints, and Study. Optic Gaming, the powerhouses of Scumpy, Crimsix, Karma, and Formal. Team Caliber of Goonjar, Theory, Cold Chan, and Happy. Optic's still number one team, without a doubt. They're the powerhouse. They're one of the best teams out there, and they're strong in every part of their strongest strength is they're the best at gun skills. Crimsix is underrated. Crimsix is one of the great leaders he's turning into, and they are highly motivated, especially Crim. Whoever since their fail of season 2, he went right to the grindstone of playing different types of money aids, getting the knowledge in there, playing till 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning at times, not streaming anymore either. And I can understand why right now, because streaming on there, which would explain by Chino, they could say so many mean things, it could really take you down. And now, Crimson is a guy that doesn't give a bleep at all, but he doesn't want all that stress, he said. He wants to focus on playing and getting ready, not really for MLG Orlando, but for COD Champs. That's where it matters. I understand and I respect it. Some of the other team players on the team are confused by this, especially Scumpy. I remember him talking about, you don't have to talk to your chat, you just have to just stream. And that's understandable with the skepticism of that, even from his own squad, but this is him saying he's focusing. He wants to win this. So, let's talk about Luminosity. They're good. They came in Season 2 and said, hey, we can be in the top 5. Alright. Great. Good for you. Good. And they've proven it. Wow. They beat OG 4-3. And in a sense that even though OG wasn't as focused, that team was up 3-1 in that, and they ended up getting comebacked on. That's resiliency. That's persistence. To do it against what possibly is the best team in all of Call of Duty. Persistence, unbelievable, good stuff. Congratulations, great. Let's see you do this persistently, which I see both. I see them still making it to the pool play. It's when we see the rematch between LG and OG, what will happen? And I can't wait. Will Study come in as one of the... He suddenly came out as one of the better snipers in the game, and showed it in his S&D game during Optic. Even during DT, he was good sniping. They gave him the respect, not giving him the SVG, I think. And he still did well at the Locust. I think he had the Locust instead. He still did well with it, even though they lost that S&D 100. So, Nameless is the elder statesman of the group, giving out the knowledge to Spacely, Saints, and Study. And Saints is a very good player. Saints is interesting. He's now a dad. He has a boy named Kai. Congratulations. And I think he's going to come into MLG Orlando ready and focused. I think this team will come in, bear down, and get things done, and really make that mark on the group. And LG versus OG, when that time comes in this group, is going to be the match of the tournament. Match of the pool play tournament. Match of the early pool play. I believe it, because that's a rematch and that's revenge that Optic really wants. And I don't know if Optic is ready. I don't know. I really honestly don't know if Optic is ready. They admitted themselves that they're not ready. Now they also admitted themselves they want to focus more on COD Champs. So they're taking more time or preparing themselves for that tournament, which is now a double elimination tournament, which is like MLG Orlando is. Which at first, I like the single elim. I really do. I may be one of the few people that say that, but I don't care. I thought single elim would be great. And then I remember Patrick Price, X, had a rant, Plutonium. You go watch it. It's interesting. It gives you an interview, gives you insight a bit more what the business is. and him talking about over 90 variations of the Call of Duty genre, and they should showcase them all. Yes, they should, actually. And that's why I say, okay, double elimination gives them a chance to show all variations. Give them a chance to know they didn't do work for nothing. Now, Optic. From Optic to this new, the comeback TK team. When I first read up about TK, they were a team that was supposedly be really up there past maybe even a team like the King, well no, way past King Pappy, maybe past Cloud9. They were one of the more established teams in all Call of Duty back then, where they had players like Methods, Theory, Sharp, and then they have a good fourth where it was Apathy or it was Formal that started his Call of Duty career at Team Caliber. Then moved on to Envious, then moved to the Optic, which he turned to be world renowned. So, Goonjar came from Complexity. That was a very mixed bag. Theory it's been TK all day since almost the beginning. Ko-Chan came from Next TSM. Happy came from Cloud9. This is an interesting mix. And again, I don't know where they're going to put each other in there. I know Ko-Chan's known for his wall runs. And his wall runs is legendary, apparently. But this is a team so mixed up. I don't know what's going to take down and make sense of. So, I'm interested in seeing how this team's going to mesh together when Pool Play starts late Friday evening. And how each team is really going to work together and really pull this off, because I didn't see them. I haven't seen them practice at all, actually. So where are we gonna go from there? They most likely have practice offline, like most other teams do anyway. So let's see what happens. Here's my rankings to go down for Group D. I think I'm gonna go for it. LG gets first. I think LG are more prepared than Optic, and I think they upset Optic in Orlando. Now, I don't think that will be the same when it goes to COD Champs, but right now, we're talking about this weekend. We're talking about what LG can do to Optic and how smart LG actually is. LG wins the group. Optic takes second. Caliber takes third, or the open bracket team that comes in. I think they could. These four main open bracket teams that are favored, like Allegiance, Cloud9, Kingsman, I think they could beat Caliber. So I think Caliber will get the fourth seed, and a top open bracket team can come in and beat them. So that's my So overall, I think in the very end, I think in this tournament, my final preview, my finals would be Envy versus, my semifinals. First final would be a team like Envy versus Rise. Optic takes on, I think Optic meets Infused. I think Infused can go for a winner's bracket run and make it to the final, into the semifinal. Optic beats Infused, meets in the final. Rise, early Rise versus Optic, and I think Rise Nation will take MLG Orlando. Envy. Envy will take MLG Orlando. I think Envy is a very strong Slayer team. I think they can really outslay some of the best around, and I think they're going to catch Optic trying to get together with their LAN play during the weekend, and I think Optic will lose. So that's my MLG Orlando preview. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will come back with a review each day that comes out, starting late Friday. Believe me, there will be more to come, more sports stuff, more esports stuff. I'm also going to look about CSGO, among others, and I hope you enjoyed this preview, and I will see you soon.